You see, if it doesn't work perfectly, it's like all AI things. If it doesn't work perfectly, what's the fucking point? Because you have to check it and monitor it all the time. You know, if you ask the AI something and it just delivers you a bunch of incoherent, hallucinatory nonsense, you've got to go, ugh. And you have to go off and check. I see there was a court case recently. It was an airline was using an AI at the front desk when people phoned up, and the AI convinced the person managed to convince the AI that they could get a refund on some travel that they had undertaken because it didn't suit or something. And the AI said, "Oh yeah, you can get a refund," and it was going to offer the refund. And then the company said, "No, we don't offer refunds." So the person took them to court. And even though it was an AI that had acted badly, the company is responsible for the actions of that AI. So you'll probably find that the AI front line that you would encounter might be set back a bit because of that. Because if it's not perfect, it's fucking useless. Because when you do a search on Google or Bing or any of your searches of choice, you'll get a bunch of answers, and you can scroll and you can figure out, oh, that looks reasonable, that's kind of what I'm looking for, all right, okay, that's what it is. But if you ask the AI and it tells you a whole bunch of bullshit, unless your radar's really good and you know right away, oh, that doesn't sound right at all, you've got to be careful, I think.
Yeah, you're right. And that's, where they fall short still. They're selling a technology that isn't really available yet, but people are buying it.
Well, people are subscribing, aren't they? They're subscribing to these, Mid-Journey, some of the other ones that are quite hefty subscriptions when you add them all up. I mean, if you were to invest in AI right now, I think you'd be wasting a lot of money because, I guess people do, but I'm waiting for it all to settle down. I'm waiting for it to become, what it needs to be before I start investing any more money in it.
I've been thinking about looking at getting a membership at Chat GPT or Copilot, the Microsoft version. I've been thinking about trying that out because I want to see how I can utilize it for business, as far as streamlining like an entrepreneur kind of thing going on and allowing it to help, get more work done, kind of thing. But it falls into that same thing as the airline thing, right? Because I want AI to answer my emails and schedule service calls and do that kind of stuff and do the bullshit interaction with customers that I don't need to do. Right, because I hate that. I hate when you're fixing appliances and someone calls you up. They spend the first 10 minutes telling you their life story, and they spend the next 10 minutes telling you what's wrong with their appliance. Then they spend the next 20 minutes trying to talk you into helping them fix it for free over the phone. And then eventually you get a service call out of the deal, and you've already wasted more time than you're going to spend fixing the thing just talking to that person. Yeah. Right. So if I had a robot do that for me, I mean, that wouldn't be my time wasted. I could have AI talk to people all day if they want to talk to it.
Well, you can.
But I'd be afraid of what
you can design your own chatbot, can't you? If you sign up for the sort of paid version of ChatGPT or GPT-4, as it is, not ChatGPT, GPT-4. I think you can design your own chat thing that will. Yes, you can train it on your material and you can tell it what to say and all of that kind of stuff. So that might be the way to do that. But also the new Google one, which is called
Gemini.
Gemini, yes, that's right. Which has replaced Bard. Bard turns out to be a short-term fix. But the Google one seems to be getting some good traction just now. But whether it's robust, I don't know. They had to withdraw. It was having problems doing pictures, I think. There was something wrong with the pictures, and we're getting video quite soon.
It's already there's that new company that's doing on the 15th, I think, that came out with a open source thing. You can do 15-second videos.
Well, OpenAI is doing videos of a minute or two, and they are recognizably a stage above, but they're still not perfect. And how expensive they'll be, because they're saying that they can do 1080p resolution, but 1080p at 30 frames a second? Holy shit, that's going to cost a fortune. Because you need a bunch of dedicated GPUs to do that. But there's, I just the reason I know all this is I was watching Matt Wolf on YouTube. I don't know if you watch him. He's the sort of my AI news guy, and he was talking about all of this. There's a new chip coming out which is dedicated to language models, rather than sort of press ganging a GPU into service, which is the way it's done now. I mean, OpenAI have just got like probably warehouses filled with GPUs all scurrying away trying to fulfill demand. This is a dedicated chip that just does that. It's just designed for that particular market. So it'll be those kind of people that buy it, and they'll buy it in bulk, and it's much cheaper to make apparently, and it's about 10 or 15 times faster. So you get your answers instantly when you press. Do you remember when Google search first arrived, and you would search for something?
Seconds.
You'd press the button, and it would come up instantly, and you'd be like amazed. Well, it's like that. You press the button, and it tells you, it gives you your answer, and it'll tell you how long it took, which is less than a second, and how many tokens it took. And some guy asked it a question and pressed the button, it was like 500 tokens. But that is going to be a currency. Whether it will be a currency that lasts, because technology always moves on, but you're going to have to pay for those tokens. So if you're generating video, you're going to have to pay big amounts of money. I would think it's going to be out of most people's league. I mean, you're talking at the moment, it's what, about £10 or £15, $10 or $15 to subscribe to GPT-4 or Midjourney or OpenAI or any of these kind of things.
$20, yeah, $20 US for
$20 US. Okay, so you can, I would say 10 times that. So if you want to pay $200, you'll be able to get the video. I can't see how they could do it less than that. Microsoft and Google, Facebook, Apple might be able to swallow that cost for a while until the technology catches up. But if you want to pay for it, if you want to get it quickly from OpenAI or any of these people, I think it's going to cost a fortune. That's my prediction. I mean, I don't know. They may know. They may have a way around it. I don't know.
Yeah, and that's true too. And I don't know where it's going to go. And if I apply historical data to the AI, it's just going to be used as a way to extort money out of us to live. It'll become necessary at one point, like the internet. Like you have to have it, and it'll be probably used to control us at some point too. It'll be used in court. It'll be used in the police force. It'll be used to, it's a scary future coming for us, I think.
Well, might be. I don't know. I'm in two minds about that. I mean,
yeah, I hope you're.
My hope was that when I was in my naive early stage of engaging with it, my hope was that we'd all have our own personal assistants who you would say, can you look up Hatfield in the North and tell me what's the story with that band? And then it would come back and it would say, I found this and here's a little clip, and do you need to know any more? And you'd say, well, get me that album. Okay, I can get that album from Amazon for $7.99. Would that do? Yeah, just get that for me. That sort of thing. Yeah. That you would be able to talk to it naturally. It would be like almost like a person, and it would be yours, and you'd be able to train it on your data. So I would be able to tell it, go and look at my Google, my documents on Google, search my hard drive, know everything I've ever written, all of the music, all of the videos, everything, all of my photographs, everything. Just look at it all. And then I can ask you questions about it. I can say, what was that photograph we took at Dumbarton Castle with Craig and Ilona and Ali? What was that photograph? And it just come up instantly. And you go, yeah, that's the one. But I don't know if it's going to be like that. It doesn't seem as though it's going to be like that. It looks as though you're going to have to log on. You're going to have to put up with their bullshit. And at that point, I think there will come a point where I'll just be a grumpy old man who doesn't give a fuck anymore and doesn't bother with any of it.
Yeah.